Okay, so here as Alina Starkov, evil version. If like, are we getting off here? If like, I'm so good at this.
Start over.
I don't know where. Yeah. Okay. Take two. So yeah, we're going to meet Leigh Bardugo, who's my favorite author ever. And I'm so excited. But yeah, we have the Stag amplifier, which is maybe hurting my neck a bit, maybe making it a tiny bit hard to breathe. I'm gonna see if I get weird looks from people. I'm getting weird looks from people right now. Someone is just staring at me from their escalator. We're not at the convention, we are at the parking garage. And then we're not gonna talk about this one, because that's kind of a spoiler. But yeah, she doesn't have moon earrings because this is like, you know, if she was evil, if she stayed with the villain, like an evil Dark Lena AU. But there's actually some cool details. For example, you can't see them, but I have suns like on my shoulders, which is supposed to give it sort of like a military look to show that she would still be a soldier. Like she might think that she has power, but she doesn't against him. Are we going? Can we go? No? Okay. Yeah, okay, you really can't see the sun. Oh, there, yeah. So that's kind of supposed to be inspired by like her military outfit to show like, even though she might think she has power in this relationship, she doesn't, because, wow, I think Dark Lena would be really cool if it did happen. It didn't. And that, I think, was the right decision based on how the book was written. Like, it was never meant to be enemies to lovers. So I don't think that the way it was written, they should have gotten together. I just think it would be cool if they did, but I do think that the way it's written, it would have been pretty toxic and not great. But guys, we're gonna meet Leigh Bardugo. I have my like collector's edition of Six of Crows in my bag. It's making my bag very heavy because I also have all my makeup, because I'm paranoid about my makeup getting messed up. Hello. Okay, so we're in the convention and I have my badge like on my corset because it has my full name written on it. And I don't want that in photos, and I don't want that on my vlog or anything. This is holding up. I was kind of worried it might fall off. The person like checking us in asked for a photo of me, and he was like asking me to pose in character. I'm like, I can't really do that. He's like, do like a superhero pose. I'm like, she has light powers. How am I supposed to do that? Like, I can do this. Like, there's no light in my hand. But we're in line, but we could probably leave because they give us like a little ticket thing, and we're like number 50 in line. And we got here like 50 minutes before her signing. Like, as soon as we got to the convention, we went over here. And then another person in line asked for a photo with me and then was like, so who are you cosplaying? Which I always find it is funny when people like want photos and then they're like, they don't actually know who it is. Okay, so Leigh Bardugo just walked by to like go over to the signing area, and she made direct eye contact with me, waved, and was like, I love, like, you, I forget exactly what she said because I like panicked, but she was like, you look so nice. I think that's what she said, and I was like, thank you. Oh my gosh, like, because I'm like in a whole line of people, and I mean, obviously, like, not everyone's in cosplay, but she singled me out, and like, guys, she's literally been my favorite author for like 5 years, I think. I don't know, since I read her books. Like, these are like the first YA books I read. They've introduced like a whole other world of stuff. Also, so random, but my makeup looks so exaggerated when I don't have like all the wig and like accessories on. My sister said I look like Chappell Roan, and I can't unsee it now, even though I don't with the wig on, but yeah.
You'll roll by, no problem. Neither of us are going anywhere.
Yeah, so nice to meet you.
Are you local?
I'm actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you just came out for the con?
We have family up here, but I found found out you were gonna be here, and then I asked to change our trip.
Oh my goodness!
So we changed it by a week. So then you're my all-time favorite author. Like your books are what got me into YA fantasy, which are now like my own life.
And I love that you chose these pages.
Oh yeah. When I got it, they just like gave me the print, so I was like,
Fantastic. And I'll give you this.
okay, so I had my father record that. I was telling him afterwards. They say don't meet your heroes. I just met mine, and that was like the best experience, literally ever. I'm in shock. I feel like right now.
We have lots of people who want to compliment your outfit. You're walking right by them, but they don't say anything.
Yeah. Okay. We were walking by the line of people still waiting, and like so many people are like looking up and kind of like glancing at me, and they're like, do I say something? So I feel like I'm like in shock right now, and I feel like it's gonna like really like hit me tonight probably, but I'm also trying not to think about it because I don't want to cry, because I don't want to have to fix my makeup. Like I have my makeup with me, but I don't really want to fix it if I don't have to. Okay, so we're outside of a panel room. We're half an hour early because we're expecting that there might be a lot of people who try to go to Leigh Bardugo's panel. But some other authors are there. It's about like books to screen kind of thing because Shadow and Bone was turned into a TV show. So that should be fascinating. My headband is hurting my head. I also keep almost stabbing my father with it. But we went to the like artist gallery place, and there were lots of like books, and there was also lots of like D&D stuff and dragons, and I'm gonna go back and maybe like buy a few things, but I also don't have a lot of money right now, and I also don't have a lot of room in my suitcase, so we'll see if I actually do end up getting anything. Okay, so we're inside the panel, but we're a bit early, so we have good seats. Okay, so I'm back because I am. I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, so what has happened? I don't actually like this background. Okay, so the panel was really cool. It was about like books being brought to the screen. It was the authors of books that have been brought to the screen. And it was very interesting, and I think I now know that yeah, just authors really aren't involved. Like, unless they want you to be involved, you really don't get to be involved. And I didn't really realize how extreme that was. Ew, my lipstick is like completely gone. I hope it wasn't like that when I was taking photos. And yeah, so Leigh was there, and that was great. Also, Holly Black was there, and I didn't know that until this morning. And I was just double checking the time. So I got pretty focused on just Leigh Bardugo as soon as I realized she was gonna be there. And I didn't really pay attention to literally anyone else who was going to be there. So surprise, Holly Black was there. And then I was just like I was going through the like place where they sell stuff. I don't know what it's called when it's not just artists, because it was a lot of authors. And I was having a conversation with one of the authors, and he just like really loved my outfit. And I'm not supposed to like really say what happened, but let's just say I didn't steal anything, but I didn't give him any money. And he really liked my cosplay and thought it kind of reminded him of this character and who's a vampire, and I started talking about how I liked vampires. And this is also signed to me though, so you don't get to see it because that's my name. You don't get to see my name. Also, my dad was getting our badges, and like he was doing all that info, so my badge has my full name printed on it, like first and last. So I kind of had it like flipped backwards so that people couldn't see that, because there was like I guess an option where you could say like what you wanted your badge to say, and he didn't change it. I was like, oh, okay, hopefully no one sees that. I don't really feel like getting doxxed. And also I only bought one thing, but it was actually pretty funny because I was going around to these different stalls, and I kept being like, oh, this is really cool, but I'm gonna have to come back. I didn't end up going back to any of well, I went back to one. So it was actually, I guess, a good money saving technique. My bag was pretty heavy. My dad offered to carry it for me. And then he just left. Actually, no, he didn't leave. All the authors wanted to talk to him. Like, I was just walking by, no problem. A lot of people were like, oh, I love your cosplay. And I was like, thank you. Just kept walking. He was getting stopped at like every single place. So we got very separated. But in my bag was my phone and my wallet and literally everything. I had nothing except my cosplay and a water bottle. So I kept trying to explain that to people, being like, hey, my dad kind of took off with my bag and my wallet. And this lady actually saved the bookmark for me. I kind of had to get this bookmark because, oh, if we can see, it's literally Shadow and Bone. A lot of people recognized me, although I had a good portion of people being like, I know you from something. Who are you? I'm like, I'm Alina Starkov from Shadow and Bone. They're like, oh yeah, duh. I love your cosplay. This was $20. I'm pretty sure this is more expensive than the book that I didn't pay for. Yeah, the book is $15. So, I mean, in total, that means I just spent $5. So, that's a pretty good deal. Girl math. But I do just want to talk real quick. So, okay, I get that Worldcon isn't really a cosplay thing. Also, guys, you have to, like, ignore my wig hair. It's so bad right now. It's not. Ugh. It's not usually. It doesn't usually look like this. Literally go check out any of my videos where I'm not wig cap hair, because I swear I do know how to have nice hair. So I get that Worldcon isn't really like a cosplay thing, and there were a lot of like older people. But if you know someone who's going somewhere where there's cosplaying and they might not know like the etiquette, please let them know. Like, for example, I explained to my dad before he went to a convention with me, like, hey, you need to ask before you take photos of people, and like a few other just like things like that. Like maybe don't try to ask for photos when people are eating. So I get that Worldcon was like more about books, and a lot of people don't know that etiquette, but like there was literally someone going up the escalator and I was going down, and I could tell she was taking pictures of me, like on the escalator. Like, lady, I will pose for you and you can get a nice photo, but please ask. I'm not really like upset with someone who like probably just didn't know. I'm more just like throwing it out there that like, hey, if you know someone who's going to a convention and they're not really briefed on like the cosplay stuff, I'd say maybe like 5%, honestly more like 3% of people there were cosplaying. So like I said, it's not really a cosplay thing, so I understand why someone might not get it, but might not know. But can we just work on that? Can we try to spread the word more? Just, you know, if a family member or a family friend or someone mentions like, oh yeah, I'm going to like this like book convention, just be like, hey, by the way, if you see anyone in costume, ask to take a photo. I feel like there's something else I should say because I don't really want to end this on a negative note. Oh, there was one other thing. So before the panel started, my dad stepped out. I don't remember where he went. But he just like stepped out briefly because we were there like a half hour early. And when he came back in, he saw Leigh Bardugo in the back. She was just kind of like waiting for the panel to start. And I guess he told her that I said that she was my hero, and she was like, oh, I don't really know about that or whatever. And she told him to give me a hug for her. And so that was really sweet. And also I posted on my Instagram story that I posted the picture of me and her. And I was like, I just met my hero, like, amazing. Like, I don't remember exactly what I said. And she actually viewed that story because I did tag her in it. So that's pretty cool. I feel like that's a much better way to end this. Ooh, wait, I'll actually show you the things that I got signed. Let me grab them. So we have the collector's edition of Six of Crows. I blurred it out, but my name's right there. And then she signed right there. But I couldn't bring that much stuff. I do have two other things though, because my cosplay took up like half my suitcase, and I was packing and I'm like, I can't fit my shoes in my suitcase. And my mom was like, oh, well, I guess you just get the shoes that you have on your feet. But I actually packed them in my carry-on. Also, guys, the antlers are like cool from the front, but like this is literally the back. Like the hair has to cover it. They're in two parts and they just go on like, that might actually be the wrong, they go on like this. And this is just sort of a protective layer because this is Mod Podge. It's tinfoil covered in painter's tape, covered in Model Magic, covered in paper mache, painted, covered in Mod Podge. And then this is because I'm pretty sure the paper mache would have come off with the eyelash glue. This one is paper covered in tinfoil, painted with Sharpie, covered in tape, hot glued together, and then it just Velcros. Literally just Model Magic. I just shoved a toothpick through all of them, let them dry, strung them on this, painted them, covered them in Mod Podge so that they wouldn't chip. And it's like, it's stretchy. Well, okay, it's more stretchy than that. I just didn't want to stretch it too much. These don't have my name because she was willing to sign like any amount of stuff, but only personalize one. But these two prints just came when I got the book. So yeah, I brought them to get them signed. But I definitely, like, I own all her books. Like, I absolutely would have brought all of them for her to sign, but I could not fit that in my suitcase, which was unfortunate. But I think if I could have her like sign any others, I mean, Crooked Kingdom, and then probably like the Shadow and Bone trilogy, because I think that those are like better than people like make them out to be. Like, I know Six of Crows is better, but I think Shadow and Bone is also really good. I would really like her to sign, like, there's a page in Lives of Saints that's essentially about her. Like, it's like the last one. I won't really spoil it really, but I'd love her to like sign that page. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Like, I want her to sign all my stuff, but alas. But she signed, but Six of Crows, favorite book ever. Collector's edition. Love this book so much, like this specific copy. Now it's signed, and I got the print signed because those took up 0 room in my suitcase, and I can get them framed and like put up on my wall. So yeah, this has been an incredibly exciting day, and I just feel like so honored to have met her because she really just, like, her books mean the world to me. And there's really no other way to put it. They're just, like, Six of Crows is the best book I've ever read, and I have never found anything that's, like, touched me the same and brought me this whole new world of everything. Because, like I said, that's what got me into YA fantasy, which is now just, like, my entire life. And all of her characters mean so much to me. Funny enough, Alina actually isn't my favorite character. That belongs to Nina Zenik. I had this black dress and I was like, you know, I bet I could turn that into her black kefta. And then I just kind of like rolled with that. Like, I thought the amplifiers would be cool to make. And I don't really know why I chose like an evil Darkwina AU Alina thing. I don't know. But I'll definitely like film stuff in this cosplay and try to kind of like explain the lore and like my thinking behind like the costume design and stuff. I was like a little worried. I never did like a cost test because I was a little worried that these would fall apart when I took them off. They came off very easily and they're in perfectly good shape. So yeah, that's all for now. If this is your first time seeing me, like, I make lots of fun cosplay content. I make vlogs like this. If you liked this, I don't know what I just did with my hand. If you liked this, I would highly recommend subscribing to my channel so that you can check out more content, and that is a great way to support me. I also have an Instagram. It is the exact same username, Nico_Angels_Cosplay. You could like this video. You could comment. I would love to know who your favorite author is. I would love to know, like, is there a book that got you into reading? Or if you have any book recommendations, please send me book recommendations. Also, go check out this book. I might post like a book review of it. I don't usually post like book reviews, but the author was very nice, so I might do that. So stay tuned for that. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video.